Hi, I'm Sarah Bernard, and thanks for staying with us here on STL TV Live. If you have a problem motivating yourself to stay clutter-free and organized, I have Terrill Estabrook here to help you with just that issue. So Terrill, welcome to STL TV.
Thank you for having me.
So glad you're here because it's the beginning of the new year. Everybody's thinking about getting organized, or maybe we're 4 weeks into the new year, so everybody's given up.
Right, already given up at this point.
Yeah, so you've got a really interesting business.
It is interesting. I like to think of it, you know, as a different way of going about organizing your closet. You've heard of California closets, you know, and that's a huge commitment, time, money, and you're not really getting to the source of the problem, which is that most of us really have too much stuff.
Yeah, so even with a closet system, that doesn't help with what's hanging in the
closet. It
closet.
doesn't help with what's hanging in the closet, and for a lot of women and men, it's a lot of what I like to call toxic clothing. It's clothes that don't fit you correctly, maybe a shirt you bought that you spent too much money on, so you feel guilty donating it to Goodwill. Just clothes that don't make you feel good about yourself. Yeah. And we all have a really hard time getting rid of them.
So somebody calls you up, they realize they have this problem,
right.
They need your help, they call you. What is the first step that you take?
The first step is to talk about what exactly they want to work on. So when I show up at their house that day, we can just get to it. And my most popular appointment is definitely the closet consultation. And it's funny because I show up and people are so anxious. Let's organize. Are we going to organize? When are we going to organize? And I say, not until the end. Once we've purged a lot of this unnecessary clothing, gone through, fixed the problem, then we'll organize what you have left. Because if you start with 10 pairs of pants, they might end up going somewhere different than if you have 5 pairs at the end.
Mm-hmm. So when you arrive at people's homes and you're working on their wardrobe, their clothes closet, what do you find? Is it a mess of their clothes on the floor? I mean, are people embarrassed about what they're...
It varies client to client. I've had a lot of clients that are super organized. They just have a closet full of clothes that they don't know how to wear. They don't know how to put outfits together, so they end up wearing the same thing over and over and over again and really get in a fashion rut. And then I have had clients that are horrified when I walk in. I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed. And I just tell them, don't be embarrassed. We're gonna fix the problem, and if the mess comes back within a month, I have a guarantee that I'll come back and reorganize in a way that works for them, because we don't all organize the same way. We don't all think the same way. So
if you do it the Terrill way and it doesn't work for Anna, and a month later she's back to where she was, you'll come back for free and reorganize in a different way.
And I never really organized the Terrill way. Throughout the process, I really get a sense of my client, and I have a good feeling about how we should put things back in a way that I know that they're going to be able to maintain. If they have a very separate work life from their weekend life, sometimes it's best to organize things separately. And yeah, we just...
So I organize my closet by color. Is that a good way to go?
Yeah, I definitely do color. If you have the discipline to do color.
It's easier. It's so much. It takes no discipline.
I love the color. Some people do it by season. It just depends, and we talk about that during the appointment. I really get a sense of people's style, what they're wearing, what they aren't wearing it, and why they aren't wearing it. And those clothes that they say, I love this shirt, but I haven't worn it in 5 years, and I don't know why. I say, well, let's try it on. And I can either say yay, nay, maybe it needs to be altered, and maybe it's worth altering, or maybe we need to figure out a different way to wear it. And then, you know, you have a brand new shirt that was already hanging in your closet.
Yeah, so I've always heard this classic rule that if you haven't worn something in a year, get rid of it. Do you not subscribe to that?
A year is short. I wouldn't subscribe to a year. But I tell my clients, you should always have a Goodwill bag going in your closet. And if you come across something that's stained or has a hole, or like I said, something that just doesn't make you feel good about yourself, every time you go put it on in the morning, thinking that's what you're gonna wear that day, and you put it on and you're just, ugh, I hate this shirt. Why did I put it on again? Throw it in the Goodwill bag.
There you go.
Let it go.
All right, do you work with teenagers?
I work with teenagers. I've helped girls get ready to move to college and sorority and rush. I've helped people get ready for 50-year high school reunions, pack for vacations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you don't just do clothes, you do kitchens and all that as well.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay,
The most popular appointment is definitely the closet, but I've helped people with kitchens and living rooms and party planning.
You do it all.
I do it all because I
Messy
think
Girl.
Messy Girl is sort of a lifestyle.
Yeah, and here it is again on the screen, MessyGirl Home Organization. You can contact Terrill directly at her email address, which is right here, terrill.estabrook@gmail.com, or call her at 314-852-2640. So get on the list. I'm pretty excited. I'm motivated. I'm going to go home and look at my closet.
Good.
Yeah, so stay with us here on STL TV Live. We have one of the largest bike expos racing into St. Louis this week, and we'll tell you how you can be a part of it when we return. Stay with us, and we'll say goodbye to you, Terrill, but thank you for coming and joining us today.
Thank you.
It's been great.